Hello, everybody. Put on your Sunday garments, because we're going to the human resource machine.
Oh, but give me another 5 minutes.
Otherwise known as, yes, you heard it here, folks. Corporations are still evil. But yes,
These guys look like they're having fun.
Little do they know, that's the whole point. So yes, please select your employee ID. Okay, I'll do this one. I'll delete this one before. But yeah, this is made by the same company that made World of Goo, now known as Tomorrow Corporation. Mm-hmm. Go with that one. This one looks just like you.
Aww.
Here's your badge. And so the whole premise of this game is, first of all, these levels are actual years. It's like by level 5, that's 5 years, and here are all the levels.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
And program. It's pretty good, and you're just on this elevator, and every year you move up a floor with your promotion. So, let's actually get to the meat of what this game's about. This is what happens when you actually make a good game that teaches you a little bit about coding. Sorry, hack and slash.
Oh.
First job will appear over there on the right side in a moment. Remember, you can always ask me for help. So, think of it... First thing I can say is, think of this like assembly language, is the best way I can put this. You have an inbox and an outbox. So think of it like input and output. We get inputs from the left, we put them in the output on the right. So you need to make a list of commands that tells you to get something from inbox, put it into outbox. Get something from inbox, put it into outbox.
Gotcha.
Simple. At least at first.
It's always got to be at first.
And then it'll rank you on, not yet, but it's going to rank you later on, oh, were you able to, how many commands did it take you to put this all together, and how quickly you could manage it. So you made it this far. Congratulations on your promotion. Yep, we're now 2 years into this job.
Wow.
I'm stressing quitting out by making this far. You have a bright future, an inbox, outbox management. Here's your new assignment. Ooh, now we get a very helpful command, the jump command. The jump command will jump you to a line in particular. So I can do inbox, outbox, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Then I could just do jump and move it to the top so that when it gets to line 3, it'll jump back up to line 1. So now and it'll just do this ad infinitum. It'll just do it infinitely. So now I don't have to keep doing inbox, out, inbox, outbox, inbox, outbox. I can just... And then the slider at the bottom will fast forward time.
Interesting.
Yep.
Jeez.
So
to think it only took them a year to actually figure that out.
Your presence is requested on the next floor. So, yeah, so okay, it's back to this. So, I decided to play this on PC and not Switch, even though this is on the Switch.
Yeah, all three games that they developed are available on Switch. Like, they were released around the exact same fucking time.
I can see how this would work with the Switch remote as well, so I need to spell the word bug. So, now we're going to get the copy from tab, which allows me to copy whatever is on the floor to the thing in my hand, so...
You know, this is feeling less like actual working management, more like a fucking preschool.
Kind of. Well, that's why I think it really works, because they're presenting it like this. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm saying, okay, whatever's in my hand, copy it from the floor. So I just spelled out the word B-U-N-G for bug. So I'll take it, copy it, and put it in.
It sounded like you said B-U-N-G.
Ah, shush. And done.
Cute little
so, yeah, and then they're going to give you more commands. They'll give you like I think I show off every one of the major commands that they give you at least, and then yeah, just imagine that from here on out it's just going to get more and more complicated because they want to increase it. The data won't. So now we need to grab the first 2 things and then put them in the reverse order. So 4 and 6 I need to make. So I'll put 4. So now we have the copy to ability, which allows me to copy whatever is in my hand to the floor. Then I will get another object, I'll get another object, then I need to copy to it so I can save it. So think of it like saving and loading. Mm-hmm. I'll load that value, output it, and then the nice thing is that with copy from, you don't have to have something in your hands already. So then I'll output that, and I think that'll... no, I think I need to... No, because then I realized I could just do output because I already know what I'm going to have anyway. Just copy from that. Perfect. Okay. Jump and for loop.
Alright.
And hit it.
So I'll put the 4. Get rid of it because I don't need anymore. Put 6. Then I'll use copy from to get the 4. And bam, it's in reverse order. And rinse and repeat.
Oh, jeez.
And again, like, it's very... That's each level. I mean, I really do feel like that this, I think, nails what hack and slash couldn't, in that it's actually teaching you about the coding and giving you that interest to learn about it. And then there's these chicks.
Can I have some of that? No! Oh.
Back to work, everyone.
And off they go. Ooh.
Oh, what's this?
What's this?
Regions of the city continue to experience power failure.
Oh, dear.
No.
Local authorities are investigating.
Gosh, I wonder who could be responsible.
Oh, geez, this little power surge.
Oh.
We're gonna have to figure out what's happening. So, next one. Let's do a little bit more.
Rainy summer.
Ugh. Welcome to my personal rain cloud. I was never really good at math, since I have only 3 fingers on each hand.
Oh.
Hey, you don't actually need to know very much about math to complete these assignments. Okay, now we're going to get the add command, which is whatever is in my... So I take an input, copy to the floor, and then whatever's in my hand, if I use add, I'll add whatever's in my hand to whatever I pick off from the floor. So the trick is that I'm just adding each of the 2 things and then putting them together. So I'll do it slow, then I'll speed up. I'll take the 5, put that on the floor, get rid of it. Go get the 4, add them together to make 9, and then output it. And
I
then we
can
just
do
repeat.
I can do math.
But yeah,
Hey,
so
you're smart. Hey,
that's how the add move is. So, okay, I guess while we're doing this, I'm not going to keep explaining every single thing I'm doing, because I realize that
Oh,
may
wait a minute.
get a little... Oh, yeah, and then those are like the advanced trials on the left.
Oh.
Oh,
Let's try Tripler Room.
This ought to be fun.
Who are you? This
Um,
optional area is for high-performing employees only.
I'm high
you?
performing.
Well, you're late. 7 years late. You're right.
Shit.
You make some changes around here. So now here's how this works. From here on out, they're going to give me a performance review, which is they're going to rate me on how much... Again, they're going to rate me on how fast I did it, or in how little commands I can. Here's the important thing. It's usually sometimes impossible to do good in both things. So don't expect to get the challenges... I guess I'll explain later. So anyway, so the whole point of this challenge, I need to take whatever I have and triple it. So we're just multiplying it. There you go. Multiply by 3. Take 1, add it. Double it, triple it. Yay. Do it again. So anyway, I'll explain the last thing, and then I'll let you guys get a chance to talk, because I apologize. I've been talking this whole time about explaining all these solutions. Blech.
That's
It's
fine.
okay.
I mean,
So here we go. Size challenge. I used 6 or fewer commands. Yes.
Sweet.
And speed challenge. It was able to complete it in under 24 steps. But
geez,
as it
just
says,
exactly.
yeah. But as it says, don't think like you have to do it every single time. And as you see, now the lights work for each one. The first light is the size challenge. The second light is the speed challenge.
Sweet.
okay.
Zero
So let's-
exterminator.
So let's go back. Let's go back a year.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? About 5 floors above me, I guess. Okay, now this is him explaining me the other evaluation thing.
Can I just say, with all these stages just being out right years, by the end of this game, are we just gonna end up with a beard as long as Gandalf's?
Oh yeah, no, you do start looking older and older and older.
Oh boy.
So I guess we die. I don't know. So now
Yeah, until we're nothing but bones.
So now we have a jump if command. So we want to not put zeros. So I'm just going to make this where it'll only jump if there's a 0. Otherwise it will jump. So notice that it's not a 0. Oh crap, I forgot to put another jump command.
Aw, no.
Oops.
Sorry. Stop.
Righto.
Forgot to add another jump command. There we go. Perfect. Because
Okay,
now
let's
it'll
try.
say inbox. Okay, it's not a 0. Put that box. This is a 0. So it'll just move right back.
Yeah, toss that. Yeah, toss that on the floor.
We don't want those zeros. Anyway.
Yeah,
So,
the janitor could use a little extra pay.
yeah. So, oh, and again, I do like the music in this game, which is nice because you need nice music to be thinking about this.
Oh, totally. I mean, if I would have to do a puzzle with while listening to Resident Evil director's
yeah.
cuts music. It's
Come
like
to our attention.
the best.
Your ethics. Sorry.
I was just about to say the best thinking music when going through your daily grind. Ask Symphony.
So now we just need to do the exact reverse. So this time we're just gonna say jump at 0, now you'll output it. Otherwise, or there, and then otherwise leave. Other than that, it's just order of events. Whatever comes down first, that's where it'll go.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Then I just need one other loop, and then good.
Jordy, what do you have to say on the matter?
Yeah, sorry. Now, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to explain any of this anymore. I'm done. Your guys' opinion on what the game looks like so far.
It's interesting to say the least.
All zeros. Jeez.
You couldn't complete it in less than 25.
Yes. Yeah, so here's the thing is, I could probably make it go faster. I would just need to add more commands, and therefore that's what they mean. It's sometimes impossible to get both challenges at the same time.
Well, so long as they warn you ahead of time, that's not too bad.
Alright, yeah, so what about you, James? Seeing this, this is their most recent game they've made, I think.
It was, yeah, I assume it's either this one or Little Inferno, but, honestly, after World of Goo, I didn't really pay too much attention to what these guys had to say, or what they had to make. Oh, you're actually making small chat with your boss.
Yeah, you can if you want to. Anyway, sorry, so what you were saying?
I'm not paying you to talk to me, now get back to work!
Okay, I need to multiply by
Sleazeball.
8.
But, honestly, yeah, again, I just didn't really have any interest in any of their other stuff out after World of Goo, and hell, World of Goo itself, back when I first played it on the WiiWare, I only put in, maybe 15, 20 minutes at the very most. Mm-hmm. It was one of those kinds of games it wasn't really the game for me at the time.
Okay.
But playing it nowadays, now that I have the Switch version, it's definitely a little more interesting than I used to make it to be, but it's still probably kind of a one and done thing. As for Human Resource Machine, from what I'm seeing here, I mean, it looks all right, and if it's true that this is a really good tutorial on how programming works, I might give it a shot myself.
Alrighty, and there. So basically, what I just did is think of it like exponential adding. So, think of it like multiply by cube, because you know how 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, 2 cubed or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I'm asking 2 artists about heavy math. I apologize.
It's
Nah,
okay.
To be fair, if you're doing commissions, you kind of have to learn. You have to learn at least basic math.
And I work at a grocery store, so...
That
That
is fair.
especially.
I apologize. For those wondering, I am the computer engineer who does coding like this.
Yeah, and I tend to riff on you on that from time to time.
Well, now who's laughing? No, it's still you. So,
Yes.
so now we get. I think this is the fine. I think there's one other one we're gonna learn from this point. There's only one other
Find 6
command
apples
that
and
we'll
you
learn.
take 2 apples away. What do we have?
Yes, a workplace theft incident. We should report it at once. So now we learn the subtraction one, which, as you may guess, is the exact opposite of adding.
Wow, it only took them 6
Years to figure out
Yeah.
we can subtract.
No way!
So, anywho, then we'll copy that one. Then we have to subtract and that. Yeah. So okay. Anyway, so
My
what was I saying?
cereal bowls kept getting bigger and bigger each year. I can't hold anymore.
So, what was I gonna say? And again, one huge thing that I like about this being on the Switch and other games is the other thing that we need to always remind ourselves about is that the fact of this is now portable.
Right.
That this big old thing, you can just take these games with you. That's why it's a game that we're going to be looking at later. But a game called Dead Cells. If a game like that was put on the Switch, I would love that because I would love to have that on the go and stuff.
Totally. I mean, again, it's still amazing to me that we have such games like Mario Kart 8 or Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Track. You can play that shit on the go. And hell, even the upcoming Mario Odyssey.
Right, that's going to be great. And I mean, there's some games like Mario Kart that I would love to play, but I feel like it may not work because I would love to play online, but I'm not always going to have internet access.
That is true.
But then there's stuff like Breath of the Wild, which I've already poured 100 hours into at this point. So
Yeah, you put in more hours than I have, and I was able to beat the game.
because I'm going for everything else, I've only just now started going into Hyrule Castle because I want to get the shrine and stuff there and get more Korok seeds.
The Korok seed. Well, don't forget the memory too.
And the memory, I got the memory. Actually, I just need to go get the final. But yeah, things like that. The fact that you can have these games, it's
Yeah, the only thing I 100%ed was just getting the memories, just because. Well, again,
yeah.
I just go for the shit. I just go for the shit that gives me the best ending.
Right. Okay. Right now I have to multiply whatever I hold by 40.
Oh.
So I'm about to use So again, I'm using that exponential thing, like a base 2 system. if you understand binary, then you will totally understand what I'm doing. If not, just trust me in that what I just did, this is going to work.
You know what? I know we said this is a pretty good tutorial for coding. Honestly, you could also say this wouldn't make for a bad math lesson either.
Yeah.
So that just tripled it. That quadrupled it. Added by 20, since you can get the same base. Add it again, and we've just multiplied it by 40.
Saying it now, this should be a thing in math classes.
Could be. Base 2 system. Yo. Nice. But I do like the base 10 system. It's better. Anywho. So yeah, that's how you, by doing all these weird things, that's how you multiply something by 40.
Sweet.
Without a multiply switch. Anyway. Moving on. So, that's something that I think people have to keep... I'm not... in the course, the one thing that I just want to make sure that people understand is the fact that, like... The idea that... That's what I'm trying to say. The idea that and all these games, like, you can't just think of this as like it's a home console. This thing is on the go. It's portable now.
Yeah.
Sure, it's like Skyrim. Yeah, we've seen that before. But now it's Skyrim in the car.
In the car, at camp, anything like that.
Right. That I think Nintendo
or
really
heck,
has something
maybe,
with this.
or heck, maybe it's a Skyrim on your coffee break at work.
Right. Oh yeah. Also, now we can make what we in the coding development called comments, which is basically if you want to make sure that you can figure out what the heck you're talking about, you can just write this down.
Lucky.
That's my name.
Yeah, I can't fit my whole name in there. Fine.
Snuff.
Done.
Hello world.
Get out of here.
Snuff.
Okay, so anyway, so basically the idea is...
I just think of those guys at times like, ooh, is that a new breed of Pokemon?
Nice.
Oh,
So yeah,
gosh.
basically the idea of comments is you don't really need them, but it's helpful to have them, because the point of comments is that, let's say, because trust me, you'll get to this point in this game. Let's say I have a solution that is 40 lines long, and I want to make sure I can figure out what section was doing what. I can put a comment, because, if you look at just inbox copy to inbox jump, it doesn't mean anything to you most of the time, I assume, but I can leave comments to sort of translate that out.
Gotcha. So it's basically just a little pick-me-up.
Yep. So now I'm doing something where I need to make sure that they're equal. So the way I make sure they're equal is subtract them. Oh crap! I forgot.
Uh-oh.
We can't ship out nothing.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I have to copy from and then output it. I think I also forgot to put a loop. Yeah, I forgot to put a loop. Sheesh.
No
This
loop.
here. Actually, we'll be right back real quick.
Alrighty, so I guess I'll just leave Jordy and I to run the human resource machine, even after everything he said, I can only make heads or tails of what's going on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jordy, what else do you have to say about this magnificent little workplace? Oh, there's been a change of plans. The accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer proficient. Management wants the big numbers only.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
so
are.
welcome back.
Right. So yeah, now we get the. I think this is the last command we get, the jump if negative option. This will jump if the value that I hold in my hand is negative. So to make sure that they're bigger, we have a quick math lesson. What happens if you subtract a smaller? What happens if you subtract a bigger number from a number that's smaller? Like 2 minus 1 is 1. What's 1 minus 2?
That's -1.
Exactly. So using the fact that if you subtract a smaller number from a bigger number, the answer is negative, I can use the jump if negative to say, okay, that means that if it was negative, that means the first number that was larger, that had to be the one that was the bigger of the two. And if not, then it was the first number that was bigger.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Math.
Sad thing is, we kind of do need it in our daily grind, even though you don't always need the more sophisticated stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, this game, okay, yeah, again, this kind of gets a little gobbledygook, but again, it's a puzzle game, that's what you're supposed to do with it, so, basically, yes, yeah, it's negative, therefore the first one was the bigger. And in the next one, the second one is going to be the one that was bigger, so I take that one. Bam. So, okay, basically,
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are watching this look at, you could totally use this. You could totally use this as a cheat for your first few years.
Yeah, anyway, so, yeah, basically, if you want to see a game, I didn't do it very well either, I just was trying to solve it. So we're gonna end off here because we just made it to the second break.
And that, ladies, is how I saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service.
Oh, how charming! Oh, what the heck?
What's going
But my
on?
husband What the?
Back to work, everyone.
Okay. What's the news report for today?
Godzilla is on the loose. I repeat, Godzilla is on the loose.
A massive army of machines. Oh.
Oh
Are
no.
not moving, and they are not communicating. Local authorities are
Well,
investigating.
James wasn't too far off. And that's where we'll stop, actually, because then it's just more of the same. So,
What is this, goddamn Final Fantasy 15?
so before we finish off, that's just what I wanted to put out there, is that if you want a game that will hopefully help teach you more about coding, math, principles, all that stuff, I think this game does a better job than Hack and Slash at that. I feel like, because it builds it around that premise, not just uses it as an element.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it does seem a little less complicated than what Hack and Slash had to offer.
Yeah, but it's not quite as pretty.
Yeah,
True.
it's supposed to be. That's the whole point, anyway. So, all right. With that said, I was Lucky Jack 20.
I was Jordan the Cat 11.
And I'm your boss. That doesn't pay attention to the specs and just looks big for the sake of being big. Till next time, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.